Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really getting into the foundational work of digital transformation.
Yeah, specifically looking at how that BDC methodology, people, process, technology, played out with a beverage distributor.
Right, and the focus for us is phase one, project foundation and discovery management, how they set the stage for genuine change.
And that's key, isn't it? The mission wasn't just, swapping out old software for new. It was about building totally new capabilities, not just paving over old, frankly, inefficient ways of working. That needs real prep.
That clarity seems vital. So, pillar one, process and technology. The first big step sounds like application and process mapping.
Absolutely essential. They mapped everything, from the core ERP down to the little departmental access databases nobody admits to using.
Huh. Okay, but mapping everything, doesn't that risk getting bogged down? Or is that just, like, non-negotiable groundwork?
It feels non-negotiable if you want to avoid disaster later. Seriously, skipping this is why things fail 6 months after go live. This mapping lets you do rapid application rationalization. You get this disposition matrix.
Disposition matrix.
Okay, what's that tell you?
Basically what to do with each system. Keep it and integrate, retire it straight away, or does it need some strategic investment to bridge a gap?
Got it. So that's the shortcut. Finding the redundant stuff before you've already signed the big check for the new platform.
Precisely. No costly surprises, or fewer of them anyway.
Okay, so systems mapped, but then there's the people side. Huge changes mean you need everyone on board. Pillar 2, data-driven change management.
Exactly. Stakeholder alignment was crucial. They defined roles like business process leads, contributors, the usual suspects.
It's a third practice, sure. But you mentioned BDC did something faster.
Yeah, this is where it got clever. They used AI for transcription and aggregation. Think about all those discovery meetings. Hundreds of hours.
Oh, wow.
EDI chewed through it, summarized it, cut documentation time by months. Okay, that's a big efficiency win. But the really interesting part you flagged for me was analyzing those transcripts using sentiment analysis.
That was the game changer. They applied sentiment analysis to all that meeting data. Weeks and weeks of it.
So what does that actually let you do? Track happiness levels.
Sort of, but much more targeted. You can see if negative sentiment clusters around, say, retiring a specific legacy tool or a particular process change.
Ah, so instead of just knowing people are anxious,
you know why and where. So the change management team can address that specific resistance proactively, not just find out later via some generic survey when morale is already low. It's data-driven de-risking of the human element.
That's really smart. Okay, pillar 3, the new data strategy. They went for a best-of-breed approach, picking specialized tools.
Yeah, which sounds great, but it means integration is king. They identified the need for really robust, secure, API-driven integration between their core systems, like finance and the new stuff.
So less about one giant system doing everything, more about smooth data flow between specialized tools.
Exactly, and that meant tackling reporting head-on. Their old world was, well, messy. Lots of manual Excel reports everywhere.
The classic spreadsheet nightmare.
Totally. So the strategy explicitly included moving to an enterprise BI platform, something complementary to the new core systems, feeding into a unified data lake.
Makes sense. Yeah. Centralize the reporting?
Yeah.
But good reports need good data. Did they tackle data quality?
Oh, yes. They started the report log foundation, figuring out which reports were actually mission critical versus just nice to have.
Okay.
But the real heavy lifting identified was master data integrity.
The foundational data, product codes, item details.
Exactly. For a beverage distributor, that's huge. SKUs, variations, packaging, massive cleanup needed.
And who did that cleanup? IT.
Crucially, no. They mandated it was the brand manager's job. The data owners had to own data quality before the transition. That's critical.
Putting the responsibility where the knowledge is. Okay, so pulling it all together. The BDC approach, people, process, tech, it's really about using concrete data, right?
Absolutely. Data from system maps, data from meeting sentiment, using all of it to de-risk the investment and make sure the organization is ready, not just the tech.
Getting that foundation solid before you even think about flipping the switch on the new system.
It replaces assumptions with actual analysis. It's about readiness.
So a final thought for you, our listener. Thinking about that beverage distributor and their legacy systems, what outdated tools or, those custom workflows are lurking in your organization?
And maybe more importantly, what's your master data situation look like? What cleanup needs to happen before you even start planning that next big system implementation?
Something to definitely mull over.